Vedantha and idol worship. A pseudo Vedantin feels ashamed to bow before an idol to the temple. He feels that his Advaita, attitude of oneness, will evaporate if he prostrates himself. Study the lives of the reputed Tamil saints, Appar, Sundarar, Sambandar, and others. They all had the highest Advaitic realization. They saw Lord Shiva everywhere, yet they visited all temples of Shiva, prostrated before the idol and sang hymns which are on record till today. The 63 Nayanar saints solely practiced the worship of the idols of Shiva and attained God consciousness thereby. They swept the floor of the temple, collected flowers, made garlands for the Lord, and put lights in the temple. They were illiterate, that's what we think, but attained the highest realization. They were practical yogis and their hearts were saturated with pure devotion. They were embodiments of Karma Yoga. All practiced the yoga of synthesis. The idol was all consciousness to them, not a mere block of stone. Madhusudana Swami, who had Advaitic realization, who beheld oneness of the self and who had the feeling of oneness with all creation, was intensely attached to the form of Lord Krishna with flute in his hands. Tulsidas realized the all-pervading essence. He had cosmic consciousness. He communed with the all-pervading formless Lord, and yet his passion for Lord Rama with bow in his hand did not vanish. When he was at Vrindavan, beholding the idol of Lord Krishna with flute in hand, he said, "I will not bow my head to this form." At once Lord Krishna's form assumed the form of Lord Rama. Then only he bowed his head. Tukaram also had the same cosmic experience as that of Tulsidas. He sings in one of his songs, "I see my Lord all pervading, just as sweetness pervades the sugar cane." And yet he always speaks of his Lord Vittala of Pandharpur with his hands on the hips. Mirabai also realized her identity with the all-pervading Krishna, and yet she was not tired of repeating again and again, "My Giridhar Nagar." From the above facts we can clearly infer that one can realize God through worship of the idol, that the idol is a great aid for the realization of the Lord in her all-pervading, formless aspect also, that the worship of the idol is very essential for the purpose of concentration and meditation in the beginning, and that such a worship is not in any way a hindrance to the attainment of God realization. Those who vehemently attack idol worship are groping in extreme darkness and ignorance and have no real knowledge of worship. They enter into unnecessary vain debates and discussions against idol worship to show that they are learned persons. They have not done any real sadhana at all. They are persons who have made idol talking and tall talk their habit and profession. They have ruined themselves. They have unsettled the minds of countless persons and ruined them also. The whole world worships idols alone in some form or another. The mind is disciplined in the beginning by fixing it on a concrete object or symbol. When it is rendered steady and subtle, it can be fixed on an abstract idea such as Aham Brahmasmi. As one advances in meditation, the form melts in the formless and one becomes absorbed in the formless essence. The worship of idols is therefore not contrary to the view of Vedanta. It is rather an aid to the highest Vedantic realization. Conclusion. Idol worship is only the beginning of religion. Certainly, it is not its end. The same Hindu scriptures which prescribe idol worship for beginners also speak of meditation on the infinite or the absolute and contemplation on the significance of Tattvamasi for advanced aspirants. There are different grades of worship. The supreme state is self realization. Second in rank is meditation of the Supreme Self. The third is a worship of symbols. The fourth is the performance of rituals and pilgrimages to holy places. The Shastras, the Gurus, are like kind mothers. They take hold of the hands of the aspirants and take them step by step till they are established in the highest superconscious state. Glory to the Hindu rishis who take aspirants from the lower to the higher form of worship. Beloved children of the Lord, let us shed our ignorant disbelief this moment, entering supreme, unshakable, living faith in our heart this very moment. Recall to our mind the glorious examples of saints of the past. They believed and they reaped the rich spiritual harvest. We too can enjoy great peace, happiness, and prosperity here and attain her here and now if we have faith in idol worship.
Oh.